Dream Teamer, Shelly, Willis, and Holli Seidel with the Cannon Builders Dream Team. It's Wednesday. We've been together.
Oh, so much to say.
Yeah, like what we say, it's Wednesday. Wednesday.
We have been apart for so long. I've missed my girl.
Oh, it's been serious.
It has been crazy. We've been crazy busy. Last week, as I told you, Shell Girl was not feeling good. Prior to that, I had crazy kiddo and husband issues. So here we are, back in the battle.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Wednesday. And we're like, yeah. We haven't had much time together. So I hated not even being in last Wednesday because there was so much to catch up on. And like, okay. So we've been trying to get it today.
Yeah.
To get it all, take it all in.
We're all discombobulated, but here we are. What's up and with you? So
there's lots to talk about too. So we try to like not talk too fast, but I tend to do that.
Oh, same. We've been asked so many questions in the inbox, and not only that, but just been so overwhelmed with folks coming in. Everybody's asking us like, oh, what are the market conditions? What are you seeing? Are you slowing down at all? No, we are not slowing down. We are still crazy swamps, and we are not mad about it. I mean,
no.
We're a little nervous that we're going to run out of home sites pretty soon, but you know, everybody asks, you know, what if the rates done to your business? Quite frankly, I feel like it's, as weird as it sounds, helped because it's weeded out the folks that were on the fence and not quite ready, and it allowed us to spend more quality time with the folks that are ready to go, that understand rates right now are what they are, and they're still historically low, and they're loving the fact that I broke it down to a client the other day, and it was funny to me that, you know, back in the day when the rates were in the twos, every $1,000 you spent was like $4 in payment, you know. Now it's only $8. That's still crazy low. Like $8.
So we did that math earlier. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I didn't realize it was still that low. I mean, that's awesome. But we will take it. I think you're right. It made people realize, like, look, things are not changing. I can either act now or I can miss out again, or I can wait another 3 or 4 months for the house to be done. So I feel like that's why we've been steady, keeping busy. And I think we're hopeful that the rates will, you know, go down a little bit, which who knows, there's no crystal ball, right? But I do feel you're right that everybody's just still like, okay, well, we need a house, we got to move forward. So rent's not any cheaper, that's for sure.
Holy moly, I was looking for a rental for a friend the other day, because they sold their house and they're moving out of state, but they needed something temporarily. And I'm looking at these house payments people are making for rent, and I'm like, what? I mean, they don't have a choice, so I get it. But what in the world? I mean, maybe I should just buy up a bunch of rentals and rent them out.
I'm telling you, I had a couple yesterday that they're building with us. I can't talk today, and they're trying to decide if they want to rent their home out or if they do want to sell. They have that option, and I'm like, listen, you know, either one, you can't go wrong. That's for sure. Either way you do it. So it's just a matter of, you know, what you're wanting to do, but you're going to get your money out of it. That is for sure. So
the thing with the market conditions, though, you'll notice if you're shopping builders, you're going to see all builders are backlogged. We're all still backlogged, and it's not necessarily as much of volume of people. I mean, it is. There are several buyers. We're closing a buyer every single week, you know. But you're also seeing backlogs because of the market conditions. You are still seeing shortages in materials, back-ordered items, discontinued items. Good golly, there is still a labor shortage. Like, get to work. Do something.
It's better for us, but yeah, it is. There's still, and it's not just in our industry. Obviously, everybody knows, right? So that is the nice thing that most folks that are coming in, they do realize what's going on in the world right now, and they're very patient. So they, you know, just being upfront, say, look, this is our build time now. This is the new norm for right now. We're not.
It used to freak people out. Now they're just like, oh,
no,
okay. I mean, they're conditioned to it because they're hearing it everywhere.
It's not just that, yeah, exactly. Right. They're not just hearing it from us. It's all, you know, every builder that they're shopping. And, you know, back in the day, we were 120 days, 160 days out. That's just not the case anymore. And that's okay. You know, we just have to just go with it.
Yeah.
Not much you can do.
Most builders are 6 to 12 month backlogged. And what we mean by backlog is, if you wrote a contract today with Cannon, you're not closing until June. And that's just where you fall in the builder's schedule. That's not necessarily where you're going to close at. You may move up, you may move back. It's all dependent on on, I mean, contractor availability, materials, that sort of
The
thing.
weather too, going into
weather.
winter, it's gonna be a little bit.
Sure.
But I don't know. I feel like when you say June out loud, it's like that's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I'm
We
like,
all know
oh,
here.
I get to celebrate the holidays and I have to pack up stuff and have people walking through critiquing my Christmas tree, you know, which is
Maybe
great.
next year,
Yeah, yeah. But it has affected us in other ways. It hasn't affected our business by any means as far as slowing things down. But we have a great example of the Gettysburg Commons in Wright City. I mean, we still get calls daily on Gettysburg Commons. When is it going to open? What's your new update? And we always keep telling people, well, it's looking like it's going to be another couple of weeks because we're guessing based on how long it's going to take the contractors to do what they're supposed to do. So first development stage happens, then we were waiting for PVC to come in so they could run their electric through the laterals. There was a shortage of the conduit.
was a big one for a while.
Yeah, then the piping went in. Now they're making sewer and water connections to the street from the actual home site. So once we get all of that done, you know, and we were at the mercy of everyone else. It wasn't anything that Cannon could have done to speed things up because by all means we would have. We've got all but 3 or 4 home sites that are spoken for of folks that are just, they've been ready to write contracts.
I'm so sorry. I feel like, you know, Holly and I, we haven't really, if you have a lot hold right now at Gettysburg and you've reached out to us, we feel like we keep telling you the same thing, but it's just because this is what we, you know, this is where it's at right now. But it definitely looks like there's light at the end of the tunnel and it's coming. Yeah, finally. So hang in there. We promise it's coming.
We have to get approved by the city now for all the scope of work that's been done. And once that happens, then it goes to the next Board of Aldermen meeting, whenever that may fall. Once the Board of Aldermen give it their blessing, which we call dedication of the community, then we will be able to have pricing released. And why release pricing now? Everybody's like, well, can you at least tell me what the price of the house is going to be? Unfortunately, we can't, because who knows what material costs will be. So as opposed to guessing and then calling you and say, oh, guys, guess what? It's going to be about $15,000 higher than what you expected. We priced a bunch of folks out at what was then our current pricing, added 10 to 15,000 to it, and we're just keeping our fingers crossed that we're close. But there's no good way to do it. But there was so much need for information on the community that we just handled it the best we could. So we appreciate you hanging in there. Definitely, we appreciate the calls. We just hate saying, hey, it's this, it's that, it's 2 more weeks, it's 2 more weeks. Well, that's looking at what they have left to do, going, okay, that shouldn't take more than 10 business days, you know. But realistically, then when you come to find out that there's a material shortage or a labor shortage, then you're like, oh, okay. So if you guys could just hang tight with us, I'm hoping in the next 30 days, we will be writing some sale contracts over there, or at least releasing pricing. I know that's not 2 weeks, which is what we've been telling you guys for the last 2 weeks.
It really is the story of our life. We feel like, and it's everybody, we all feel it. So
but here's the thing, with the backlog, you guys, even waiting 30 more days, it's not going to delay where you'd be in closing. Exactly. Because what's going to happen is you're going to just sit in that schedule. Either you can come sit in it now and wait for the ride to start, or you can sit in it in 30 days and wait for the ride to start. And quite frankly, I would rather wait and know exactly what my numbers are going to be, as opposed to guessing and having true to form numbers. So
on a positive note, because that sounds like I mean, it's positive. It's getting positive.
It's basically sold out.
That's true. That's very positive. What am I talking about? We do have a limited amount of opportunity over at our Magnolia community, which is insane. I can't believe how quickly that community has sold. The houses are absolutely gorgeous. Like, just beautiful.
I'll tell you, we love the houses over there, but I am definitely disappointed. And I tell you why, because my display was supposed to go over there. I was supposed to get a shiny new display. But guess what? We did our job. So now it's stuck with me. That's right. Forever partner. So
we were excited about doing it.
We just want something new to show off. So we have been, and I say Shelly has been redecorating the display here, and it is looking gorgeous. So if you haven't been out for a tour in a while, definitely swing by when you can and check it out. But there really are only 10 opportunities left at the Manors at Magnolia. We have 3 lot holds that will be writing contracts within the next 10 business days. And it pains me to say that I feel like we're going to be sold out before the year is even over, because what do we have? 2 lots in Stone Crossing, 10 lots in Magnolia, and then we're basically sitting idle until.
We're with you, Gettysburg people.
Yeah,
we're ready.
We're in competition. What are we supposed to do with our time?
Yeah,
Who has ever taken a real vacation? No.
I can take a month off, just kidding.
I can totally take 30 days off. I mean, catch me in the Las Vegas. So no, we really appreciate everybody's patience. And I know you probably hear that throughout your day, whether it be at the grocery store or here with us, but your patience is definitely appreciated, because Shelly and I have none. So we have been like hammering them at the sales meetings. What's the update? What's the update? What's changed? What's changed? And if we hear 2 weeks anymore, we're probably going to drink our dinners. So we're right there.
So hang in there, guys. It's coming, promise.
Yeah. This weekend, Shelly will be in. I will be in the following weekend. So if you are looking to come out, take a tour, you'll get to catch Shelly this weekend. You'll catch me next weekend. Yeah, definitely. If you need to get in on the last 10.
Yeah, I can't believe we're having time at the end of the year. That's insane to me.
Somebody posted the other day on either Facebook or maybe it was TikTok, how many Sundays before Christmas? And I was like, oh, holy moly. Yeah,
Like you hear the story like Halloween, Christmas. Which one do you
I know. I feel like Valentine's Day stuff is going to be out before I even get my Christmas list together. It will be, but I don't decorate for Halloween, so I'm kind of okay with that, because I moved from fall, and my fall lasts all October, November, and then boom, Christmas throws up in my house day after Thanksgiving, because Holly, la la la.
I'm getting ready to break out the Halloween decor for my little guy. So I'm like, you love your kiddo when you have all your fall stuff that's pretty, and I get put some skeletons up. I don't know.
Spooky decor. All my kids never yelled at me about that. The only thing they yelled at me about is, how come we have all this stuff in the house for Christmas, but we don't put up Christmas lights? I don't climb. I don't climb. I just don't. I mean, now that I am married, Michael will take care of the lights, but this single mama was not climbing on the roof.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, thanks for tuning in. We look forward to coming to you live next week with new market conditions and a couple other exciting things that we'd like to share with you. So we will see you next week, same time.
Enjoy your week. Take care.
Bye-bye.